Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Speaking with Duns. This topic is going to be called perspective, and it's just to break down the perspectives that we go through in life. Based on what you learned when you're young, you kind of form a certain idea about how you think life is, and you kind of go with that. That becomes your subconscious programming that you run by. But to attain the freedom that you want, you kind of have to learn to see that what you think you know or what you think you see is going on is only a small fraction of the total thing. And example, you have five senses, including a sixth one that some call intuition or gut feeling and things like that. But the five senses are normally what you use, what you hear, see, smell, taste, touch. So it kind of gives you a basis on how you see life itself. But if I just go with your eyes, you can't technically see all of life. Like between me and the camera, I can't see X-rays, ultraviolet rays, or a whole bunch of things. Same thing with the ears right now. Like I can't pick up radio waves, but all those things are going on still all around you all the time. Like when you say, pick up your phone, hey, I have a Wi-Fi connection, but you can't see it, you can't, you can't hear it, nothing. So it's like life is bigger than what we can ever see. So you are like a house. Your body's like a house. You're the being inside the house, but it's a house with five windows, and you can only see reality out those five windows. But it doesn't mean that all of life in totality can be seen within those five windows, which is your perspectives, which is what you use your senses to figure out life itself. But it's always bigger than you can ever picture. So you can't see all of life. Example, from the time you were born until this current moment, you have not been able to see all that you have experienced, And not only that, you can't remember every single detail because in order for your mind to keep it in the memory banks that's considered important, it has to be attached to an emotion. And that's the only way you can actually remember something. You actually remember how it makes you feel, or that the effect was so great that you created an emotion attached to it, and that's what you hold on to. So I just want you to know that because you can't see all of the perspectives, you can't see all of life, it kind of, some people might look at it as a stress, like, okay, I'm not really in control, I can't see everything. But at the same time, it just gives you peace to know that you're in a system and it's bigger than you. You can alter what you can do, but overall, like, you are part of life and it's always with you. So if you can learn to change your perspectives, and just know you can't see everything, you can't calculate everything. You might see a good situation and it might be bad today, but you don't know how it's going to react tomorrow. Like you don't know that seed that gets planted in the darkness of your life that opens up so many beautiful things. So because you can't see all that and you can only go by your five senses, because that's what you use to experience life, you should always know that, it's okay. Things will happen, but it's always okay. It's always in your favor. And, you can't calculate everything. So if you experience something in the past that's you're still holding on to that hurts you and that affects you greatly, you have to give yourself permission to forgive yourself, because there was no way in earth you could possibly see all of the variables for you to make another decision. You did what you had to do, and in return that became the seed for your next stage in life. And that's just how you have to go about it. Forgive yourself, because all the time you're taking in information outside from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. So you have to be able to take all that and just move forward. Just always move forward. There's no attachment to anything. Anything that you do the next second, it doesn't exist. It exists because you remember it, or it kind of exists because it goes from one and it has a different effect. So you think, okay, yeah, it's still there. But most of the time, the things that we stress about are always in the past. So the perspectives will help you, guide your way through it. And also to know that you can't see all of life, you know? You know, you can't see what an owl sees. You can't see what a dog sees. Like we don't see the same. So there's different animals that have different variations of abilities that they are able to access that we are just not built to do. We can't see at night. So, you know, there's a lot of things in life that we think we see, but you're only seeing a small portion of it. So I just want you to remember that and, find a way to find peace within yourself. It's always with you. If you can change your perspectives, everything that you look at changes. So, you know, stay positive all the time and just know that, things are always in your favor. You can't see all of it, but it's always in your favor. That's what faith is. So have faith in yourself, have faith in life, have faith in God, and keep going. Peace and love. Stay blessed always. Like, share, subscribe. All right. Bless.